Bianca from 705 Creative, and this is...
I'm Mercedes, also from 705 Creative.
So I brought Mercedes on here today because I wanted her to talk a bit more about content marketing, and also for you guys to get to know a bit more about her and her experience and all of those good things. So here we go.
Yeah, I'm really excited. Let's get this started.
Okay, so first off, for maybe some people who don't know you that well, or some people who want to get to know you, can you tell me a bit about yourself?
Yeah, of course. So again, my name is Mercedes, and I am the other co-founder of 705 Creative. For those of you who don't know, Bianca and I are sisters. Yeah. Guess who's older in the comments?
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're sisters. I moved here to go to Trent University a few years ago. I studied business administration with a specialization in marketing, obviously. And yeah, so that's kind of how I ended up here. We started our business like 3 years ago, and it kind of was just a fun thing that Bianca and I thought we would do because we both kind of have a background in like film and photography and stuff. A fun fact about me is I actually used to work as a makeup artist in Toronto, so I spent a lot of time on film sets. And so I've been a production assistant before, so I kind of had a vibe for like how those things would be. And so when we started our business, it was really a natural transition into kind of learning about camera stuff, being on the other side, and I've really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I feel like what was funny is when we started doing video production and different things like that, you know, Mercedes realized like how much you really learned like through osmosis by like being in that space and like learning about video. You know, she knew a lot more than you know, we both realized about like how you would go about lighting sets, how you would go about like staging things, you know, how you would direct somebody through a video that she didn't really know. So
yeah, I was really, really lucky that I worked with some great people in Toronto, and so I was able to kind of pull from some of that, which was cool.
And one thing I wanted to, I guess, let other people know a bit more about you was she's a YouTube junkie.
100%, yes. It's embarrassing. I'm not a huge TV person, but I watch a disturbing amount of YouTube. A lot of my hours are spent there for sure.
And I think that's what sparked a lot of our like interest in content marketing and video production even. For sure. Right? Like when we always talked when we were like little kids, we were like, oh, we'll do vlogs, we'll do like makeup videos.
Yeah, I told Bianca that I should pull up one day for like a throwback post, a video that I have of myself being like maybe 16 or 17 doing a full makeup tutorial that I filmed in my bedroom, like on my webcam.
It's a goodie. It's a goodie.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Do any of you guys have those throwback videos? Link those in the comments.
Don't link those in the comments if you love yourself. But yeah, so that is kind of how I got some of my start and my interest, I think. And I've always said that for us, this is a very like natural form of marketing. I think for a lot of people our age as well. I think a lot of people we talk to sometimes are confused about what content marketing is. And I think it's easy to be confused if you didn't grow up with it, because it's a very non-traditional, roundabout way of kind of advertising.
So if you didn't know, I guess, what content marketing is, what would your answer be to that? What is content marketing?
I would say content marketing is a form of marketing where you produce content, so digital content, something like a blog or a video or something like that, that is used to inform your consumers or customers and without actually speaking to your product. So you're speaking about your industry, you're offering information, you're offering things like that, but it's not a direct ad. So if you're saying things like, buy my car, it's the best, or like, buy this brand of car, it's the best, you're actually not doing content marketing. That's like a real ad. So that's kind of a distinction. However, if you're talking about like, you know, best accessories for a car, or, you know, where should I take my car, or what's the best first car, that is a form of content marketing. So there's a subtle difference there for sure.
Definitely. So can you give us, I guess, an example of a content marketing post that would be good for somebody in maybe what we're talking about, the makeup industry?
Yeah, for sure. So I think a really common way that a lot of like influencers, for example, interact with brands is they'll make a video like the one I made in my bedroom all those years ago of them doing like a makeup tutorial. And so they might be using products from all kinds of different brands. And so linking those brands would be a indirect form of content marketing, because you're not saying, buy this product, I used it. You're just informing people that you used, you know, this lip gloss from MAC and this face powder from here and like all those different things. And it's not a direct ad for any of them. You're just giving that information out, that that's what you used and that's what you did.
And a lot of brands ask people to come in and make tutorials. Like, I've seen a lot. So a really popular one on YouTube that, you know, we used to watch ages and ages ago is Luxie Hair. When they were in their like peak time on YouTube, they were basically getting people to come in and make hair tutorials with their hair extensions.
Yeah.
And that was their primary form of content marketing. They would just, for free, give everyone access to all of these tutorials for how you would use their hair extensions to
Create
your
different
hair,
hairstyles.
make your hair look
Yeah,
nice.
exactly. And what was really smart about that is it was a very searchable thing. So for example, if I was looking one day to do like a braided hairstyle, if I typed in like braided hairstyle on YouTube, a lot of their videos would actually come up. And so because the name of the channel was just Luxie Hair, I didn't necessarily know going in whose channel it was, or like what they were selling or anything like that, or if they were selling anything. I would just click a tutorial. I would learn about how to do my hair in a braided hairstyle, and they would be using Luxie hair extensions in that tutorial.
And then you'd be like, I guess to make this crown braid look really nice, I should look in this description box and click the link to the Luxie Hair and buy a Luxie Hair extension. And like, really, it is that simple. Like, sharing information with your customers helps them to come to the conclusion naturally that like the next logical step is to buy your product a lot of the time.
And it also shows them in a very real and tangible way the benefits potentially of your product and all the things that you offer. So a big thing that I tell my clients all the time is about when it comes to content marketing, it's not really about preaching to the consumer. And if it is, then you're not doing it right. What it's actually about is creating a consumer who's really knowledgeable and who ultimately will be loyal and who potentially even looks forward to receiving your marketing. And they may not be aware of that. Like, I would look forward to seeing a hair tutorial, a new one pop up in my inbox, right? And I would subscribe to that channel. I look forward to getting newsletters from, let's say, my bank if there's great information in there. I would look forward to that, and I might even share it with my friends, and that's a great way to know if your content marketing is working. You know, you don't just want to create something that somebody privately reads alone in their bedroom. You want something that's great, that they would share, that they would recommend, and that's how that message kind of spreads.
So I guess to summarize some of what we've talked about, you know, what would you say is the top benefits of content marketing?
I would say that it's cost effective because you can make it yourself, and even if you do have it made, you can reuse it and repurpose it, and it doesn't have a shelf life. So cost effective for sure. I would say it is extremely versatile because there's a lot of different ways to do it. You can make a blog, you can make videos, you can post photos, you can do it on social media. And then my third takeaway would be, I think that you can be very creative. And so it gives you an opportunity to kind of open the dialogue between you and your brand and, you know, your customers or your consumers. And it just gives you a chance to like have that personality, have that connection.
And so what would your advice be to a new business owner who's looking to kind of do it themselves for content marketing?
I would say that there are great apps that you can use that, you know, you can grab on your phone and create videos with, or create like boomerangs or moving pictures, like all kinds of things. Be creative. I would say look for accounts that are in your industry or similar that are doing a really great job at their content marketing and take inspiration from there. So if you notice that it's really common in your industry for people to make a lot of tutorials, maybe it's time to make some tutorials yourself. If you see that it's really common to have newsletters, maybe it's time to take a chance on a newsletter. Or alternatively, if you notice that nobody's doing videos in your industry, maybe it's time to take a video. That's what I was mentioning about being creative. This is an opportunity for that. For sure.
For sure. Okay, so before we go, I wanted to ask a question that I think is really fun for people in the social media industry. So what is your favorite local social media account?
I think mine would be Chimp Treats. They do really, really beautiful posts. If you ever see their feed, it's amazing. And they spend a lot of time in-house doing their content marketing, which is really, really cool.
I love the
that.
recipes that they share. They always share these like smoothie recipes, and they're just like beautiful looking.
Yeah, and they make really fun templates for Instagram stories too, to like do a bunch of quizzes, answer questions, all that kind of fun stuff.
Yeah, that's a good one. I think my favorite local one right now, it's not so curated like that, but it's really engaging, really fun, is the Chamber. They're doing such a good job, the Peterborough Chamber of Commerce. Their content marketing is killing it right now. They're just like sharing live videos, they're doing lives in elevators, they're like posting things all the time, they're doing funny stuff that like everyone can relate to. They're honestly doing such a good job convincing people that, you know, there's an amazing community in the Chamber, and also that, you know, it's not business, sharing business information doesn't have to be so stiff, right? Like there's different ways to do that, and they are doing a really good job.
For sure.
So thank you so much for joining Mercedes on the 705 Creative Lives, and we will see you next time. If you have any questions, be sure to post them in the comments, and we'll get back to you in the next video. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.